Hello, it's Jimmy Jam Oracle here. I'm going to do this quick shuffling. We're going to do another tarot card reading for Gorl World, Foodie. We'll always start with Foodie. I'm going to do a quick shuffle. Oh, and thank you for joining me today. And we thank the spirits for joining us today. Tap the deck. We clear it. Wake them up. We'll ask the spirits to help us with today's read for Chantal, Foodie Beauty. Remember, keep her in our thoughts while we shuffle the cards. Gives the spirit something to focus in on. Alright, so let's get started. Do a little bit of a different read today. It's a 5-card spread. It starts with the first card. This one's for Chantal. Oh, we have Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles. We got this in last read. This one's reversed though. It says lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards. Work without results and distractions. Okay, actually, no, we did get this in reverse, I believe, because I remember reading this, I think, for Chantal. So this first card, it represents Chantal's current state. It just represents her in the now. And here we have distractions, work without results, limited success. This is how she feels. This is how she views herself. Or even like with the distractions as well, like, you know, what are the distractions where she is right now? Is it the heat in Kuwait? Is it any drama that might be going on with Salah? But something is definitely preoccupying her mind. This down snatty. All right, so now we have the first card. And it sits on the crown, I believe. Oh, and you can't see it. How awesome is that? I'll bring it down. Oh, it's another pentacle. Another card I often get for her, the 3 of Pentacles, says teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. Okay? So because it sits on the crown, it's something it's on the forefront of her mind. So like they're doing something. I'm assuming this is her and Salah. This is when I get this card, that's what I usually like get from it. Because it's the only teamwork I see her engaging in. It does say building something, so I wonder if this has anything to do with merchandise, or if they're trying like to fund for like bigger plans. Some people think the merch store they're just trying to fund like a faster way to get him to Canada. I don't know, but it's definitely, they're implying that they're working together on this. And it's financially driven, as we already have 2 Pentacle cards. Next card, we have Strength. It says courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. So it's funny. We have distractions and focus. But what I really get is the influence and the persuasion part, even like the subtle power. Like the teamwork is like, how do I explain? Like it needs a lot of work, a lot of persuasion. You know, someone is pulling the strings a little bit. Maybe someone else isn't quite in it all that much, but they're still technically in it. And maybe like that's the focus. The focus is the teamwork, or like trying to keep the teamwork together. But I don't know, persuasion. Like someone's really having to be convinced of this. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. More Pentacles. Awesome, right in line, right here. It's hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, and responsibility. All right. So hard work, routine, you know, work. Again, teamwork, work. Who's working? Working for the coin. And then it's funny because we have limited success or reward. So it also says lack of long-term vision. So it seems like whatever this is implying, it's a get money quick scheme. You know, like they want a lot of money. They want it right now. and it's something that's not going to, it's either not going to happen in the long run or something that's just going to pop off quick and then that's going to be it. Like it's a one and done. All right, the next card, what do we have? 7 of Swords. It's reversed as coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. That's interesting, because I do think whatever they're trying to fund with this, whatever this hard work, this teamwork, whatever this is leading to, they're keeping it secret. Even this deception. So like Sean, I've read it in these cards before, because I asked the cards if Salah was going to Canada or if that was the plan. And the cards indicated that no, and then there was deception. And I'm just wondering if Foodie is kind of playing off on the, Salah going to Canada to distract us or anyone watching an actual different plan. You know what I mean? Like, is that, and maybe that's part of the self-deceit as well. Like maybe she's fooling herself, or maybe persuasion over here and subtle power, that persuasion, maybe she's convincing Salah that he's going to Canada. And she knows it's not happening. It does, I was talking about coming clean and rethinking approach. Coming clean, that isn't that like rule 2? Is that rule 1 is that the girls always lie, or Chantal always lies. And then rule 2 is like they always tell on themselves. And I just wonder if she's going to accidentally let on what this is all actually about. Because whatever this is, he's definitely helping. He's definitely helping her. Or at least someone's helping her. I'm assuming it's Salah, because right now, all of a sudden, he's at home more often. Or at least we're seeing him a lot more. He even started back with his gaming channel. So something financial. I wonder if we can ask the spirits. Let's put these aside for now. Aside but not forgotten. Let's ask the spirit about these set of cards. About the Pentacles. Spirits, can you show us what the teamwork is building? Like what's it leading up to? What's the plan? We have the King of Swords. He's reversed. Oh, we have the 5 of Cups. And we have the World is reversed. All right, the King of Swords. He's reversed. It says quiet power, inner truth, callous, weakness, loss of emotional control, manipulation, misuse of power. So it's funny that we have manipulation here. And then we have persuasion and strength. So see, I put that card aside, but someone is getting used. That is the interpretation I've come up with. And they get, because again, manipulation even talks about emotional control. Even though it says loss of emotional control, I do believe that there is an attempt to make an emotional control. Because here it talks about influence, even, like I said, the subtle power and the persuasion. I definitely feel like someone is trying to take control or is trying to do a lot of convincing for this manipulation. And then we have the 5 of Cups. It says regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. So it does a failure. So whatever this is trying to do, it's not going to work. It's failing. If it's not currently failing, it's going to end up failing. Which kind of aligns to what I said about this card, that someone's manipulating this situation. They're coming up with this teamwork, this plan, and they're not being truthful about what the plan is for. So would explain the first card, which is what it says. It says limited success or rewards, work without results. If you're manipulating someone into like helping you do something they don't know they're helping you do, they think they're doing something else, then that is a work without result, at least for them. Like it's a result for you, but not for them. So like whatever this deception, this teamwork is, it's not going to work. Well, whether it's not going to work for Foodie or for Salah or whoever the teamwork it's implying is, like, it's definitely, and there's going to be regret. Someone is going to walk away with a lot of grief. All right, so then we have the world is reversed. Says seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. So that kind of falls into the failure. But something isn't going to come to an end. At least not a clean one. I wouldn't think so. But it's the shortcuts one. Then and this card comes up in Gorl World a lot because of the circle. I always think of it as the cycle. So when I see this card, sometimes I think of the girl's cycle. So I don't know if this is implying that she just continues on with the same cycle that she's been on, which, to be honest with you, probably, because that seems to be the girl's ultimate fate, is to just keep going and going and going. It does talk about shortcuts. And it's funny because it says shortcuts, because I said in the beginning, these 3 pentacles implied like a get-rich-quick scheme. And that would be a shortcut. So I just wonder, because spirits did say the plan would fail, but fail for who? Like, is there still going to be a lot of money? Or is it just not going to be as much money as they thought it would? Okay, so let's just ask spirits one more question. Say, spirits, is there anything else you can tell us about this plan? About this teamwork, these pentacles in this read? Anything at all? Any clues? I'll take lukewarm tea. All right, we have the Fool. We have the, what is it, the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, more coins. And then we have the Page of Swords. Ooh, I've gotten the Page of Swords before. Okay. So we have the Fool, it's right side up. It says new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. All right, it's the spontaneous that comes out for me. Because Chantal, although she is stuck in a cycle, she doesn't... she's in a cycle when it comes to her health, but when it comes to her life, she does have these spontaneous moments, like moving to Kuwait was one, getting married, even like just starting her YouTube channel. Like, she's not super predictable when it comes to her personal life. And so I think that's also where like new beginnings and possibilities comes from. Like, maybe they're saying that whatever these pentacles that we keep talking about, these pentacles right here, they're going to lead to this new beginning, a new start, new adventure. You know, and again, adventure talks about movement. And we keep getting like movement whenever we look at Chantal's read. It always sneaks its way in there. All right, now we have the 9 of Pentacles. The upright says fruits of labor, rewards, luxuries, self-sufficiency, financial independence. Okay. So when I was asking about like the grief, like who was going to end up grieving the work without reward, who was going to And I'm telling this, it's not Chantal. It seems like she is going to come out on top. So when asked, okay, who's manipulating who? I would say Chantal is the manipulator. She is the persuasion in this card, which makes me think she is keeping secrets. Everything down to realize how up everything was. She's keeping secrets. So this deception, this persuasion, manipulation, misuse of power, fruits of labor. So it's funny, fruits of labor comes up again. So there are going to be fruits of labor, even though she, in her current state, doesn't feel it. The limited success or rewards. Oh no, here it is. This is work without results. So here in her current position, she hasn't experienced that, the fruit of her labors, the work with rewards. She hasn't gotten that yet. But it does seem like with a little bit of fuss right here that she gets that fruit. And does describe financial independence. So we get independence a lot with Chantal as well. And if you notice the figure in the picture, she's all by herself and surrounded by coin. So it makes me wonder if he's not going to be in the picture anymore. Which brings the Page of Swords. It says new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless and mental energy. So we have new ideas in the Page of Swords and new beginnings in the Fool. Okay, so it just makes me something big, she's going to start a new cycle, a new arc. Maybe that's what the world means. Hang on, let's ask. Why speculate when we can ask, huh? All right. Spirits, can you help? Oops. Oh, well, I did have a jumper. That's why I stopped. Let's go ahead and read that one real quick, and then I'll draw the three. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It says abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. So again, it's talking about new ideas, new career, opportunity, even new venture. And in the Fool, it was adventure. And then it talks about prosperity. Again, financial independence, luxury, fruits of labor. That's a good one. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Let's focus in on the world. I'm trying to figure out if the spirits are trying to imply if that's part of the girl's cycles. We've got more pentacles. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. It's reversed. It says past resentment, desire to reconcile, making amends, desire to forgive. Past resentment, desire to reconcile. Ooh. I know there was speculation that she was talking to an ex. Or she was she was on live stream. She was telling someone not to message her. I just wonder. Okay, then we have the Page of Pentacles. It says manifestation, financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, diligence. So again, financial opportunity, manifestation, like making something like new ideas, new venture. No, what are we making? Making money is what that coin says. They're making money. All right, so now we have the Eight of Cups. It's upright. It says disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. Again, it's talking about movement. So we have movement in this one. The walking away, leaving behind, escapism. Someone is is walking away from a situation. And it's funny because we have this where it's talking about incompletion, no closure. So I'm taking this as less to do with Chantal's cycle. It has more to do with what's to come. Like maybe the no closure, maybe is the no closure of a relationship. The regret, the disappointment of having to walk away or feel like they should. Again, in this card talks about disappointment again. And again, we have a lone figure. Their back is in the picture and walking away or grieving. But they're both alone. So alone. Oh, even the Page of Pentacles is by himself. Alone, independence in this card. Yeah, because that's one thing about Chantal's read. The only time where the picture or even like the card itself, the meaning doesn't imply like being alone, is when it's talking about teamwork. It doesn't talk about family. It rarely, if ever, talks about love. Just teamwork. So in my opinion, I would say she's using someone to help herself out financially, and they think it's for a different reason than what it is. And she's lying. Ah! Sorry, I dropped the deck. Oh, when I pulled on the thing. I hate it when I mess with that. Alright. Well, that's all for Chantal. Thank you for hanging out with me for this long. And if you stay a little bit longer, I'm going to do an intuition pull. So this is a card just for you. Alright, going to do a little bit of show play. When you think of a person or a question that you have for yourself or a situation you're in. And I'll see if I can pull a card into... I'm sorry if I'm being a little weird today. I'm not feeling the greatest. But I still wanted to do this. Oh, what did you get? Oh, we got the Magician. He's reversed, though. It says manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, insecure, lack of confidence, and narcissism. Well, gosh, I hope not. I mean, everyone sometimes experience a lack of confidence. And sometimes the Magician just shows you someone you should be looking out for. You know? Beware the narcissists in your life. Okay. Well, thank you for tolerating me today. And we thank the spirits for joining us. And I hope you have a great day.